My name is Alex Duta. I grew and scaled a restoration company from my dad's garage to over 8 figures, and now I'm on a mission to help you grow and scale yours. Today, we're going to be talking about automating your customer journey and kind of take a deeper dive at what that looks like. Okay, so first of all, what in the world is automating your customer journey? And what am I about to talk about? And why is it important? Well, I actually have a couple magazine articles that explain this, and you can see it in my blog post. But all in all, automating your customer journey is what you experience in mostly every single other industry. Prime example, you purchase a ticket on Kayak for a flight on your favorite airline, and you automatically get a boarding pass or a link to where you would be doing your check-in into your email. You automatically get a confirmation text message. 24 hours before booking your flight, you get one of those automated text messages that say, hey, it's time to check in, right? And you go in and you check in online. And then after that happens, in case there's any gate changes or anything like that, you're gonna get an automated text message or email. And internally, there's millions of other automations that happen within that airline that allows that airline to function. The big picture is you as a customer are a lot happier because you're kept in the loop every single step of the way, right? And they're not necessarily phone calls that might go to voicemail, and you can read and process that information at your convenience. And the airline saves a ton of money because imagine how much work it would take to actually staff an entire customer service department that has to go through all of these things. So why in the world are we not doing this in restoration? That boggled me. So pre-automating our customer journey at our restoration company, we were doing something called 24-hour calls. And what those consisted of is within 24 hours of the project completed, we were actually picking up the phone and giving a call to our customers to check in on them. The concept was genius, right? You want to check in on your customer before they have any issues and be proactive about anything. Let's say the customer wasn't happy because we left some trash there, we can send somebody back and so on and so forth, right? The problem was customers weren't really answering the phone, right? A lot of customers have lives and phone is no longer the media of communication. In today's society, people are used to instant notifications and instant information that they can read and then just kind of move on, right? So what we can do through automating the customer journey, and I wrote this book and you have these templates that kind of show you what that's about, is we can keep the customer in the loop every single step of the way and be proactive. So a new project comes in, we can notify the customer and thank the customer for referring us the project, and then we can let them know that there's a project manager on the way and even maybe let them know their referral, their appointment time. When the project is sold, we can actually thank this customer, let them know we really appreciate, and even send them a link to our website where we outline the restoration process. This is important because we're educating the customer, but at the same token, we're bringing them to our website, which we can do a lot of marketing things with in the future. If the customer's lost, we can automatically send them a text message with a survey and ask them a few questions to kind of judge why in the world are we losing these opportunities. Is it because our techs are lazy? Is it because we're not doing a good job closing? Do we have a particular competitor that we're losing to? And the nice thing is with apps like Typeform, you can standardize these surveys and then you can kind of get charts of all of your customers. And if it's automated, everybody's going to get it. So realistically, your data points are people that are going to respond to it, but the likelihood of getting more data points is a lot higher. So as you can see, that customer is moving step by step through this journey, and you as a company, without a huge administrative burden, can keep track of these customers and keep them informed proactively. Now, what this helps eliminate at the grand scheme of things is the customer saying, I wasn't really happy with your services when they get a bill and they get the check from the insurance company and they want to hold on to it. Well, if we were proactive and we gave you 20 different opportunities to express feedback and you didn't prior to the bill, and now you're coming and disputing this, chances are you're probably wanting to keep onto the check. Now, the big magic here is you don't necessarily have to apply this customer journey automation principle to just your customers. And this is where it gets really, really interesting. You can actually apply this entire template to every single party that you're communicating with within your company's process. So let's take your referral parties, for example. How nice would it be that when a lead comes in, there's an automatic thank you email sent from the marketer to that person referring the lead? And then when a lead is won, let's say it was referred by a plumber, the plumber automatically gets an update that the lead was won and automatically gets a digital gift card to whatever choice you want to do, where they are thanked for the lead that they brought in, right? And if we lost a lead, same thing. We can do an automatic email to a specific email address of who's in charge of why we're losing things, so that way they're kept in the loop as we're losing projects, right? So, and then with handwritten, you can actually even do an automated handwritten postcard. How cool is that? It's actually a little robot that writes a little postcard, and you can see a picture of it right here, right? And we can show customers and referral parties that we care with these handwritten notes. Because again, yes, handwritten notes are old school, and they used to go and they still go a very far way, but now with technology, they're no longer old school, they're new school. So I hope this kind of opens up your eyes on how automating the customer journey or your entire experience is important and how it can help you within your restoration business. Now, the next question you're probably going to ask me is, Alex, how in the world do I do it? I recommend you download my ebook so you can see those templates, and it's going to boil back down to your technology stack and whether your technology stack can afford this kind of automation. So we at Albi, and again, I don't want this to be a shameless plug, consider ourselves to be the first to really bring advanced automation to the restoration industry. There are a few other software that kind of integrate with Zapier, which is an automation engine that you can use to create some of these things. But ultimately, you're probably going to want to, find a software similar to Albi that has the capability of building these automations. Another cool thing that we do at Albi is we have an automations package, and in that automations package, we walk you through step by step, and we manage your automations for you. So, but again, in today's day and age, with mergers and acquisitions happening, making us, forcing us to eventually become more efficient, right? We have to evolve, or we're going to dissolve, and that's the reality of things. It's really hard to also find people to staff into those very, tedious labor positions or, back-end office positions. So it's very important to leverage technology as much as we can, and, you get two outcomes. One, you lower your overhead. It's much cheaper to pay for an automated service than it is to have an employee. But two, the customer experience is much greater, because with human error, you can miss those customer steps. With a computer, you're not going to miss that. I really hope that you enjoyed this episode of Albi After Hours. If you have any feedback whatsoever, you can comment below or actually send me an email at the email address right here. And of course, as always, if you like these videos and you want to hear more, feel free to give us a subscribe and a like on this channel. And we are dedicated to providing as much information as possible that will help you grow and scale your business.